So we definitely haven't done the pantry yet. We've done quite a lot of rooms now though. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Fine Alice, what, are you best buddies now or something? Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
I mean, she already said that, Sigma. Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6?
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir.
I don't think it's in here.
Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You 2 take this floor, all right?
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Yes, Chief. Right, Clover, tell me some stuff. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff? About the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Are we gonna hear Clover's side of the story now? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally, she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Okay. Alright.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I love how easily I can get them on my side as long as they're like, don't tell the other person. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alright. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago, we just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. So this is presumably 1 year ago. Okay. Anyway, we were taken back to the SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mum got really worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mum though. So after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. And after that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, so we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realise how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organisation is preparing a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. Espers. Espers. Am I saying that right? I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing. Oh yeah, this is Clover talking again, sorry. But basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Wait, yeah, 9 years since the first one, right. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. And you're kind of saving the world too. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organisation Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei went traveling the world looking for Akane, okay? Junpei, like 7, another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed. The other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field mission. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, pose in as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. No mention of her dad. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Okay. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we managed to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where the headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. So that was Clover's side of the story. It adds up to Alice's, but it's interesting the different perspective. It's like she didn't even mention Alice's dad or anything like that. Like, we know that Alice wasn't even, her primary objective wasn't even saving the world and getting rid of the bioterrorists. It was finding a dad, you know. But we also got a lot of information regarding more stuff that happened between 999 and now. And a lot of things that I'm thinking in my head that I don't know how much I actually talked about. But Junpei went looking for Akane, traveling the world. They mentioned about the people behind the Nonary game being the terrorists, but then they changed it to the first Nonary game. So we just gotta bear all this in mind. Okay. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. Me too. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep meaning to bring that up as well. Yeah, let's see what she says.
I'm not really sure why.
Okay.
I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but
No response?
yeah.
Okay.
If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking.
If there's a... Okay.
Wait,
What?
well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers.
That's the opposite of what you've just said.
Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Maybe there's another one here? Absorbing your powers? Right, whatever. That's not whatever, that's important. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So who are they?
well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much.
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know.
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah. It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus? I mean, that's what it looks like what happened.
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen? And the pandemic happened while we were on ice? I mean, that's what I said. I don't know, though. I'm not totally sold. Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either. Exactly.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
Luna, Temyoji Quark, Dio, Phi.
Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Oh. Unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up. Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering.
Remember, Clover.
Unclean. Clean. Een.
What? She leapt up suddenly. Excited. Wait, she leapt up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
That's the stuff in the gun, right? Neo, what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Alright, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea what it was though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that.
Okay, tell me.
Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Fuck does that mean?
That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Fuck does that mean? Sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it?
Explain like I'm 5.
Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine.
Oh, that's the stuff in our bracelet, maybe. Ooh.
Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right? Ooh, 5 minutes to live.
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this over really? Which put you to sleep? 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
5 minutes of life. We can solve it. So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah!
Ooh.
We don't have to die.
Well, one person, right?
We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
Yeah. How does that make us gonna be okay? That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. I mean, I don't think it's a fast lift. I feel like we could have caught up to her. Damn. I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Why are we upset? Fi? Where did Clover go? What the fuck? What's that look? Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. No, is she infected? Fi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. Did something happen out there? That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. Why are we just leaving Fi? I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Oh no. Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. Why do we need to catch Clover? I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Oh, this is where things go wrong. Shit, Fi's infected, right? That's the first time that's happened. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Oh, this music. Luna and Temioji were gone too. They left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. Isn't this normally like a bad ending music? I made my way out of the treatment center. Where'd everybody go? What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Ooh, with a splat, apparently. Oh no, look down to see blood. Wait, a vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Our blood? Is it red? Why? This can't be real. Oh fuck, no, wait, what's in here? lake of blood, like an island of flesh with bodies. Dio, Alice, Clover, Luna, Phi, Tenmyoji. Who's not there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Us, K, and Quark aren't there. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle a blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. Oh God. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. Are we infected too? I lifted it slowly, carefully, to my neck as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And drew it across my throat. Wow. Okay. We did something wrong. That was really terrible. Oh my God. That was bad. That was either like as if we were being controlled or maybe we were infected but we didn't have any like fucking other symptoms. That was a Clover end. Wow, okay. That came out of nowhere. Holy shit. K wasn't there. Yeah, Quark was in the pod, that's right. Wow. Alright, alright. I'm gonna go back up here. Wow. I need to take a moment. We got our second ending anyway. I did not expect that. I knew it was going to be bad as soon as I heard the music. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Okay. I mean, Phi seemed infected. And the way we spoke, we said like we need to wake up. But holy shit. But we found that injection. That surely is how we're gonna unlock this one, right? 5 minutes of life. We just need that injection. Surely someone in this timeline did the treatment center. Hopefully. But obviously it hasn't unlocked yet, so I'm not sure, but wow, alright. Well, we still have something left to do. We have to go back and betray Quark, and me and Clover will have 9. I want to see what happens when we get 9. What I was talking about earlier was was it this one? I don't remember. Remember the one where we just went to run for it and got tackled and then just woke up without a hand, and I think that was a robot scenario. I'm not They're all kind of a little bit blurred right now, but I feel like it was... I think we had 9 on that one, because why else did we bolt? But yeah, I want to see what happens here when we betray. I feel like it's not going to be... Maybe it'll just be a bad end. I can't believe we got a real ending. It was very bad. Oh, right, okay, so I need to differentiate. When I'm saying a bad ending, I guess I'm talking about game over. This wasn't a game over. I still don't really know why the difference is between, like, getting a game over and getting an ending. But, like, this seemed far worse than, than getting a... game over. That was literally the worst ending we have had yet. Right, let's jump. Let's betray Quark. Just because we can. There's no way he's gonna have woke up and come into the room, and we're also betraying Tenmyoji and Clover by making this decision. But I'm curious. Maybe we'll get more information.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Yep, like why didn't you just say it, Sigma? Huh. I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right, everything else was the same. But we look terrible. Let's go, Clover, run!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What did you do, Clover?
Yeah, Clover.
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall. The unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. We made it to the door. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit. That son of a bitch actually did it?
Yep. His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. sorry. But it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma,
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not gonna just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Just go off and live my own little life? Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked. Yeah. That was
Are you
good.
guys just gonna let him run off like this?
Good one, Sigma.
No way. I can't allow that.
No, Alice, back off.
He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
agreed.
I also agree.
Don't touch me.
That's it then.
No, back off.
Let's get him.
Back off. No, no, we let everybody else go. Let me go.
Ready?
No,
Yeah,
run.
He's toast.
No, run.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, no, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then...
Give it up. Charge!
No! Oh, no. Shit! I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I lived for it. Or at least I tried. No. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. Oh no. Freedom.
The number 9 door has been opened.
We've got 9 seconds to just bust out of this and go.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit! Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had been holding me down. No, had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
Why no one let me go too?
You're the only one of us with 9 VP. Nobody else can get out. But this is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
That's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
Let me go too! Why can't I go with her? The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice! Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you! Alice! No!
You've done it before, Clover!
I can't!
You can! I mean, I could have too, but they wouldn't let me. And now I'm here with all these people that hate me. Oh.
The number 9 door has closed.
This is even worse than the last ending that we just got.
This ends the Nonary game.
Oh no.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, All doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Oh. Game over. Okay, we don't have to deal with the consequences of what we just did. Oh no, why wouldn't they let me go too? Every other person that has tried so far has gone out except me. And I think we convinced Fi not to one time as well. But still, jeez. Nobody tackles anybody else. It's always poor Sigma. Oh, brilliant. Amazing. Freaking love this game. It's so funny. I really like both of those endings. Okay. Well. It kind of seems like maybe every branch has got one game. Oh no, that's not true. Like one game over and one ending, but actually this branch had 2. So that's bull. It's good. I don't want to find the patterns because that would make it predictable. And well, I'm saying that would make it predictable. I'm being able to predict shit yet. Oh, this has been so great. That lock still has not unlocked. Which is interesting. But obviously maybe we need to find it under different circumstances. Maybe somebody else. I'm not sure. But obviously not those circumstances where everybody just dies. And then these ones are both about... Oh, the long string of numbers. I forgot about that one. And who planted the bomb. Who planted the bomb. We'll find out who planted the bomb after we find the long string of numbers. So, I guess it's everything on this branch is like quite heavily locked. But yeah, that kind of ends this branch too, as far as we can go. Look how far we went down here. Oh, this, yeah, because this was after we managed to do another escape room. The next thing to do is to go right back, way back to the first decision. We chose Alice this time. We chose Temyoji this time. The other option that we have is Luna, I believe. So, that's the next thing we've got to do. I can't believe we're going all the way back to the beginning for the last time. There'll probably be a lot of skipping things because we'll hear a lot of the rules again. I don't even remember back here, like... I don't even remember, so... But we have a lot less information back here. Than what we... God, this has been wild. I absolutely freaking love it. Let's just jump back. Yes, I do wish to jump, thank you.